So it's a pleasure to have here as my first guest, my friend Ruztique Toscano. She oversees the whole team of GSOs and marketing for Jumeirah Hotels for the Americas. So Ruztique, well, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And coming all the way to Brazil. It's a statement of how important our market is to Jumeirah Hotels. So first and foremost, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about Jumeirah.
Sure. So my name is Ruztique Toscano. I'm the Regional Director of Sales and Marketing for Jumeirah. I oversee the Americas. Jumeirah is 31 hotels now.
Wow.
We just acquired Tonda Safari and Tonda Private Island, so Jumeirah Tonda Private Island and Jumeirah.
Really, I always thought that Jumeirah was only in Dubai, that you only have the hotels in Dubai. So tell me, how many hotels do you have in Dubai?
We have about 15 in Dubai, and we've just announced a new one as well.
Really?
Yes.
So,
but we have Abu Dhabi. We're also in Europe as well. So we've got Jumeirah Capri Palace, Jumeirah Mallorca, Jumeirah Carlton Tower in London, and Jumeirah Lounge in London. It sits right behind Jumeirah Carlton Tower. Yeah. And we have Jumeirah Bali, which people don't think about, and Jumeirah Maldives. I mean, we have so many hotels. And now we have a private island in Tanzania, and we have a safari in South Africa. So we are growing.
So you like expanding really globally through different experiences, because every time I think Jumeirah, I think of Burj Al Arab. Right, I think it's the most iconic property. Would you agree with that?
You know, thank you for actually saying that, because we're starting to segment our hotels, and that fits in our Icon collection. So we'll now have our Icon collection, we'll have our Privé collection, we'll have our hotels and resorts, which is our main, Jumeirah Marsa Al Arab, our new opening that just opened in March. As that's part of the hotels collection, and then we have our Jumeirah Living collection, so the apartments, Marsa Al Arab residences, which you stayed at the hotel Jumeirah Marsa Al Arab.
True.
But I don't think you had a chance to see the residences. It's right beside.
Yeah, no, I saw the beauty. I mean, it looks like the hotel, but it's in a mini version, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're hoping to expand the Privé collection. So the first one in the Privé collection is Jumeirah Tonda Private Island. That's that island off of Tanzania.
And I heard you just came back, right? You just visited, right?
I did. Oh.
Tell us a little bit about the experience.
So we were able to go, the global sales team, so head of Russia, head of Western Europe, head of Germany. We all went over to experience the island, and we had such an amazing time. It's an all-inclusive, so all the meals are catered. Any water sport you want to do, anything that you want to do, you do.
Still within a private island. How many guests?
18 max. 18 people max.
18,
18.
So that's like really private.
It's really private. And we had massages, so you can have as many massages as you want. We played tennis. We went paddle boarding. We went scuba diving. We went snorkeling. I mean, we did everything that you could possibly do.
And this is really smart, because with the connections with Emirates, like literally having the hotels in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and then being able to send your guests throughout, like actually the whole world.
That's right.
Through Emirates, it's a really smart strategy.
That's right. Hopefully we're expanding in the Americas, but that's to be continued. So fingers crossed on that. And I think one of the questions is who's your inspiration? And one of my inspiration is Alex Lee, who's our Chief Growth Officer. He is a young guy, probably 45, 44. Amazing though. Great mind. You've met him.
Yeah,
great inspiration. Great.
Yeah.
Yes, when you came to our roadshow. So articulate, so innovative. Just a true inspiring leader. So
it's amazing. It's great to have those kind of people by your side, but I'm sure, again, now, as a segue to talk about team, I'm pretty sure that with that inspiration, you're also able, and I know you do, inspire the team as well. So how do you perceive the importance of having a great team? And I know you do within the company.
My big colleague right now, and he is just such an inspiration, is Greg Nielsen. He's our Director of Sales, handling the US and Canada. You met him as well.
I did.
Such a soft sell and so wonderful. You know, he is one of those people that even if you were not interested in Jumeirah, you meet Greg and then you truly become interested in Jumeirah. And how I describe Greg best is, and I think you've heard me say this, is you are a better person for knowing Greg Nielsen. He is just an amazing person, and he exudes who Jumeirah is with the generosity, with the kindness, with the service beyond expectations. He is Jumeirah.
That's really inspiring. Yeah. Wow, that's That's really great.
Thank you. Well, we have others too. I mean, you know so many. Sam Wilcox, he is our Associate Director of Sales at Marsa Al Arab. Matt Roulette, Senior Director of Sales and Marketing at Marsa Al Arab.
So you mentioned Marsa Al Arab. This is the new opening in Dubai.
This is the new opening in Dubai.
Tell me a little bit more about the hotel. Actually, I stayed there.
Yeah.
Right at the opening, and I'll tell you, it was the property is amazing, the beach, the whole experience, all the restaurants, but the breakfast. It was have you tried it?
I did.
I don't want to go back and try it again because I want to keep that first impression I had. It was the very best breakfast I ever had in my whole life.
You know, we were not allowing people to stay the first week, but since TTW is such a huge supporter and you have been a family, you're part of the family, Jumeirah family, we wanted you to come and stay with us to experience and give us your feedback, your candid feedback. And I think they did so many simulations prior to the opening that when the opening actually happened, I feel like it was pretty seamless. It wasn't that standard opening, whoops, we did this wrong.
Not at all.
It was, and we've been pretty sold out since we've opened.
So I heard.
So this is our second biggest opening since we opened the Burj Al Arab in 1999. Opening Jumeirah Marsa Al Arab was, and I'll tell you, Matt Roulette, employee number 1, Senior Director of Sales and Marketing, I hope to goodness that we get to keep him because he is the most talented individual I have worked with in a very, very, very long time. He has made sure that everybody in the world knew about that opening. And I think that through the marketing, through the pictures, through word of mouth, through his service, through his genuine personality, he was really able to get the word out. And I think that that's why it's been
I think he did a great job, not only on promoting the property, but also on how the property is set up and running the property. Because I had an awesome experience on the opening, and I wasn't expecting that much because we know hotels, we're there in the industry, we know that on the opening of a hotel, usually, there are glitches, but I mean, it was seamless. I had a seamless, great experience at Marsa Al Arab.
Yes.
And but again, the breakfast is out of this world.
Thank you so much for saying that. The feedback is, and I'm so glad you were able to stay. And you were able to stay at Jumeirah Burj Al Arab as well.
I've stayed at Burj Al Arab. It was the first time. It was something that I always wanted to do. Last time I've been to Dubai, the hotel was closed due to COVID.
That's right.
But this time it was open and I had the opportunity to stay there as well. And I'll tell you, it's still incredible. It still awes you the minute you walk in that and you see the fountain and you see the colors. And then, and it keeps kind of building up to when you enter your suite. It's out of this world. All the views that you have, and then the 2nd floor, and again the colors and the finishes, and it's really an experience to believe. Now, what do you think would be the best combination? Let's say you have a couple staying at Burj. What do you think would be the best combination for a couple?
So if I were to design the perfect trip, I probably have them, and they were coming from Brazil.
Okay.
I would probably have them stop at the Burj Al Arab because I think it's a bucket list. And we opened in 1999. Everyone says, thank you so much for the upgrade, and they usually are in our entry-level room. It's just that magnificent. And I think going back to our people, I think Giovanni Beretta, our Vice President of Burj Al Arab, I think he makes that experience that much better. Just that Italian flair, the focus on the customers. So I would say stay at the Burj Al Arab, experience the amazing dining, the Michelin star restaurants, enjoy the pool, the cabana, and then you have to see Marsa Al Arab. So I would probably do what you did. Because I think what Jumeirah has done is if you stay at a Jumeirah hotel in Dubai, we are no longer a stopover. We are a destination after that.
Especially at Marsa.
I would
with
agree.
all it offers.
I would agree.
Absolutely.
And when you go to Marsa, I think I told you this, but what I did when I was there is every morning I would get up early and I would take a run down Kite Beach. Because you just get off the property, and that's also really nice to see the local culture, the little food trucks, the authentic side to Dubai, and it's so safe.
And as you so well put, I mean, Dubai, it's not a stopover anymore.
No.
You're absolutely right. I mean, the amount of activities and experiences that Dubai has to offer,
right.
and the way it grew in the past few years. Last time I've been there was 2020.
Yeah.
So in 5 years, the scenery totally changed. And now, and if you combine Dubai and Abu Dhabi,
yes.
which is literally an hour drive away,
right.
with all the cultural activities,
That's right.
from the Abrahamic house to the to the Louvre, yes. and the Guggenheim that they're building.
And their version of the Natural History Museum that's going to open. And our beaches in Saadiyat Island at Jumeirah. You didn't stay with us there?
Not this time.
Next time you will. Jumeirah Saadiyat Island is one of the most beautiful hotels. Every room that we have has a beautiful view of the beach. So you see the dolphins, and it's so authentic. You know what I always say for Americans? We think that our beaches are so beautiful, and they are. North and South America, we have some beautiful beaches. When you go over there, you have the safety, you have the security. You know that nothing is going to happen. You leave your nice watch, your earrings, your purse. You go for a swim. 3 hours later, you come back. It's still there.
It's really amazing.
It is. It's really amazing.
Really
and
amazing.
Our
it's an amazing experience.
Yes, and we have Vivian Trita, a Brazilian.
True.
Yes,
we have
that
a
is our
Brazilian
director
there
of sales
as a host.
Yes.
Now, can you tell us what's in the pipeline? What are you expecting to open in the next few years?
Yeah, well,
you can share?
Thank you for asking that. We have a lot that's scheduled to open. So we've got Geneva that will be opening. Probably more like 2027. La Richmond, it's closed down for renovation, but we'll open that. And we have a lot of other things that are looking to open because Alex Lee, going back to our Chief Growth Officer, he is looking to grow the Privé collection, those small, intimate, private islands, little mansions, and hopefully we'll acquire some in the States so that we can get some families to stay in the States with us. And then hopefully go into the private yacht sector. And then after that, so there's just a lot on the pipeline. I'm not privy to everything, unfortunately, probably because I would tell you everything and then... But I know that we are hoping to double the size of our portfolio by 2030, and that's the goal.
So that's in 5 years. You're going to go from
31 hotels to 62.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, we're excited
Looking
about
forward to seeing all those.
Thank you.
So Ruztique, really, thank you so very much for talking to me today. It's a pleasure to have you here in Brazil at ILTM.
Thank you.
And again, have a great week. Have a great show.
And thank you so much for your partnership. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Really, it's a pleasure always working with the Jumeirah Hotels and the Jumeirah team. You really make us feel special as well as our guests. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.